Hello and welcome. You're watching DD India, India's voice to the world. I am Ramesh Ramachandran and this is Sports Bus coming up in the next 30 minutes. An unbeaten India to take on the US in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup with an eye on securing a Super 8 spot. Australia qualifies for the Super 8s with a 9-wicket win over Namibia. Adam Zampa becomes the first Australian cricketer to claim 100 T20I wickets. A controversial goal robs India of a chance of qualifying for the 2026 FIFA World Cup as it goes down 1-2 against Qatar. And Erik Ten Hag to stay as Manchester United manager after season review. All right, first up, all the cricketing action from the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. The United States takes on India in what promises to be a thrilling encounter. Few would have given the US a chance of progressing to the knockout stages, but such is the unpredictable nature of 20-over cricket that the underdog has its Super 8 destiny in its own hands. The US faces its toughest challenge yet against the formidable men in blue. Tapas Bhattacharya gets you all the action and drama from this exciting matchup.
In a group featuring pre-tournament favourites India, former world champions Pakistan and the steadily improving Ireland, few gave United States a chance to progressing to the knockout stages of the T20 World Cup. The tournament host made a flying start against neighbours Canada in the opening match. They followed that up with a result many are calling the biggest upset in T20 World Cup history, beating Pakistan in a match that came down to a super over which they won by 5 runs. Up next for USA is India. While a victory over the formidable men in blue will be a much more difficult task, it would take a brave soul to write off newcomers from pulling off another headline result.
We always plan before every game, to be honest. We have our team meetings and stuff. We have our plans as a team. The coach obviously have his ideas and stuff about how to play against all the different teams that we're going to play against. So yeah, it's going to be the same thing against India. We have our team meetings and stuff and we'll come up with the best plan possible.
Meanwhile, for India, it has been business as usual in this competition. They currently lead the group with 2 wins in 2 games and possesses a very healthy net run rate. The men in blue kicked off their T20 World Cup campaign with the demolition of Ireland, bowling out their opponents for just 96 runs before chasing down the small total with more than 7 overs to spare. Rohit Sharma's side then took on a low in confidence Pakistan outfit over the weekend, and despite only managing to set a target of 120, they claimed a 6-run victory thanks to an inspired bowling performance from Jasprit Bumrah, who bagged 3 wickets in his 4 overs.
It's a team game, right? It's going to be 11 guys. You really don't expect all of them coming into form. You know, it's going to be performing every game. That will happen. We are pretty happy with it, and we expect a one odd game out there. But it's a long tournament. We have given them the option to have the conversation saying you will have a game. You will have one bad game. That's fine, but the team will back you, and that's what is important in a tournament like this. The team has so much of experience. You will adapt. We know that we have the skills, we have the temperament and the talent to adapt. So I'm really not worried. Yeah.
While India will know not to underestimate the USA, they have one major advantage. They have played both their matches on the low-scoring pitch in Nassau County, while their opponents played their first 2 matches in Texas. The pick of the Indian batsman so far has been Rishabh Pant, who had an excellent IPL campaign for the Delhi Capitals and has already notched up 78 runs in his 2 innings in this competition. As the US prepares to face India, cricket fans around the world are eagerly anticipating what promises to be a thrilling encounter. Will the underdogs from United States pull off another upset, or will the men in blue continue their dominant run? Stay tuned to find out. With camera person S. Jayashankar, this is Tapas Bhattacharya for DD India from Nassau Cricket Stadium in New York.
And on a programming note, the match starts at 8 p.m. India time, that is 14:30 GMT. You can watch it live on DD India's sister channel, DD Sports. Right, moving on, the head coach of the US team, Stuart Law, says that even though it's not favourites against India, it is banking on its underdog status. The US men's national cricket team delivered a stunning blow to heavyweight Pakistan earlier and is looking to repeat that feat. But Stuart Law believes that it's not going to be easy against the Rohit Sharma-led side. Law speaks exclusively to Tapas Bhattacharya in New York City.
Joining me is US team coach Stuart Law to talk about their chances against India. A huge match against India. You have already caused a massive upset in this T20 World Cup. How do you see this particular match?
Yeah, look, anytime you play India, they're one of the powerhouses in world cricket. So we know that we're up against it tomorrow, but you know we've got to go into the game with our plans, stick to our processes, and you know you never know. You know if we can create some opportunities and grab hold of those opportunities. If we're good enough, then we take those. We can put India under pressure, and that'll be our aim.
How difficult or challenging for your role purely in the sense like when you guys won the match, after that keeping the guys grounded or keeping them motivated for the next match at the same time? Yeah, no, look, it was good. We had a pretty long layoff between the games, so we could actually enjoy what we achieved. Biggest upset in history according to the ICC. So we had a bit of time to reflect and enjoy what we did. Talk to you about some of the key players that you guys think you need to mark them out a little more than the rest of the team. Yeah, all of them. There's quality in all aspects of their lineup. So, we haven't focused too much on their players. If you sit down and watch the video, all you see is the batsmen hitting boundaries and destroying bowling attacks and bowlers smashing stumps in. So, we focused on what we can do and what we need to do well and be consistent at. You believe that some of the players might just, after this performance in T20, might just get a chance in the IPL at the same time? Yeah, IPL, there's other leagues around the world as well, and I'm sure that their names will be now spoken about, which is great. It's great, this opportunity that to play in the World Cup at this level, to play against Pakistan and beat Pakistan, to now play against India. It's a great opportunity for our boys. You guys have a great chance of making it to the Super 8. Will it be first time probably a team which is playing for the first time and making it to Super 8? Yeah, and look, that's it wasn't a goal that we set in stone at the start, but it was a dream. And here we are on the brink of it. We're a point away from achieving that. If we put in a really good performance tomorrow and then we head off to Florida to play Ireland, that's another crucial match for us. Every match is a final for us. It'd be a dream come true. Just wanted to check. Are you somewhere down the line? Do you want to coach Team India at the same time? I've been asked this a few times. Look, I'm not sure, but if the BCCI want to have a chat, I'm available for a chat. Mind you, I'm liking my job at the moment here in the United States. It's a pretty cool gig. So, look, I'll sit down on my hands. I don't think that phone will be ringing too hard. Much appreciated your time. So that was the coach of the United States. They're saying that absolutely confident of the match against India and looking forward to making their mark in the Super 8 as well. With Carpus and Shashank, this is Tapas Bhattacharya for TD India from New York.
US Vice Captain Aaron Jones burst into the limelight as he guided the team to a 7-wicket win in the tournament opener. Jones scored an unbeaten knock of 94 from just 40 balls against Canada. The US will be up against tournament favourites India and would like to cause another upset after beating Pakistan. Tapas Bhattacharya catches up with Jones, who is excited to face the Indian team.
Joining me is USA Vice Captain Aaron Jones to talk about the match. So, Aaron, India, USA, big match. You have already done a major upset in this tournament, defeating Pakistan. Do you think that another upset is on the cards?
I mean, yeah, definitely. We're gonna play hard cricket against India. Let's see how it goes. We just want to play our best cricket, and let me see if we come out on top.
There are a lot of superstar, Indian superstar in Indian team. Have you guys had any specific plan to target them in the batting line? You have got Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma. In the bowling, you have Bumrah, Arshdeep. Have you guys have done your homework in that sense?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, obviously, we have our team meetings and plans before every game, so we're doing the same thing against India for sure. We'll have our plans and our meetings and stuff, and then we'll come up with the best plan and see how it goes.
Who do you think this will be the danger man in the opposition team, Indian team?
Right now, I think looking at nature of the wickets, probably Bumrah. May be difficult to face, but just depends on how things go. Let's see how the wicket is tomorrow.
And from batsman's perspective,
I think India have a good batting team, so I don't wanna pick out one person. At the end of the day, it's cricket, and everybody have the day. So let's see how it goes.
you have done really well in this tournament. The first match, you've gone really, berserk with the batting. How do you looking forward to playing in this particular match?
I mean, every time I play, I wanna do my best. I wanna win the game for my team. So definitely looking forward to play against India, and definitely looking forward to do well as well.
Much appreciate your time. So that was USA Vice Captain Aaron Jones, quite confident of his team's performance against India. They will be playing against India. It's a huge match for them because they have already done a major upset in the tournament, defeating Pakistan. They will be looking forward to another upset. It won't be that easy against India. With campus S. Jayashankar, this is Tapash Bhattacharya for D-Day India from New York.
And Tapas Bhattacharya now joins us from New York City. Tapas, how competitive do you think the US will be, because India would be playing against it for the very first time in international cricket?
Right, so US will be coming into this particular tournament after a lot of confidence, defeating Pakistan and winning the first game at the same time. So they are quite gung-ho, while India are on a run. They have won 2 matches, played 1-2, that too against Pakistan. It was a cliffhanger, and they managed to defeat Pakistan, actually getting the win from the mouth of defeat. So in many ways, both the teams are quite confident. USA will come in this particular match, in this particular tie, as a underdog. India are clear favorite on paper and in every way, in every possibility. But again, in T20 cricket, anything is possible, and that's something that both team management understand, that any wrong move, any wrong strategy can backfire on them, and on a particular given day, anything is possible. So in that sense, both teams will be looking to make their mark and go hard at each other, irrespective of the scenario on paper. So we will find Indian team coming hard. They will come out with their full strength. Same with United States team. They have nothing to lose. They have shown in this particular tournament that if you consider them, if you take them lightly, it will be on your, it will be detrimental for you. Pakistan found that against them, and India will be cautious, wary of the fight that they can provide. But they have their strength, and they are a very balanced and quite consistent team in this particular tournament. So it will be interesting to see. India will have the upper hand. They are clear favorites going into this tie, but you can't rule out the United States.
Now, do you think, Tapas, the US has the home advantage, or will an overwhelming number of Indian fans more than make up for it?
Well, it's a tricky question. In fact, US want the home advantage, but they are playing in New York, and it's the first time they are actually playing in this particular track. So against India, I don't think they will get home advantage. Probably in any other place where there is a stadium they have played, they might think that they will have a home advantage. But here in this particular ground, in this particular strip, I don't think there will be much of a home advantage. If at all, it will be advantage India, because wherever India goes, Indian team goes, Indian fans flock, and that kind of gives them that advantage, a boost. We have seen that in Australia, we have seen that in England, we have seen that in any part of the world. Wherever Indian team has gone, Indian fans have come out in large number to show their support to them. So in this particular stadium, Indian team has already played 2 matches. They know the condition. They know what to do, what to make out of it. So in that sense, I don't think there will be much of a home advantage for US team. But as I mentioned, it's US is taking United States team lightly might prove detrimental for Indian team management if they take it lightly. But knowing team management, speaking to Rohit Sharma and other members of the team management, they take every match as it is and doesn't believe in taking lightly anything. And that's something, in fact, if you take a close look at the last 4 to 5 years, that has been the hallmark of Indian cricket team. So one believes that Indian team will come out in full strength, and Indian fans will come out to support them, negating any kind of home advantage that US might enjoy.
And finally, Tapat, before we let you go, do you see any changes at all to India's playing 11?
Right. I don't think there might be any changes, even though a lot of people are talking about why Kuldeep Yadav, who so far is one of the most successful and the promising spinners in the Indian squad, is not playing in Team 11. The people are also talking about why Rinku Singh is not getting a chance, with Shubham Dubey is struggling. Mind you, Virat Kohli also struggled in the 2 matches. He hasn't looked as comfortable as he generally looked, but he is a class player. Rohit Sharma is a class player, so it doesn't look like there will be any changes. Doesn't look like there will be any changes in the playing 11, because we have seen Team India doesn't change the winning combination, and looks like the winning combination will remain intact. And spinners Kuldeep Yadav might have to wait for the West Indies leg to make his mark or to get a berth in this particular playing 11. But so far, doesn't look like Team India is making any changes.
All right, we leave it at that. Tapas, thank you. Tapas Bhattacharya reporting there from New York City. Finally, Pakistan notched its first win of the tournament as it got the better of Canada by 7 wickets in New York City on Tuesday. Pakistani bowlers proved their mettle to restrict Canada to 106 for 7 in 20 overs. Haris Rauf and Mohammad Amir took 2 wickets each. Later, they chased down the target in 17.3 overs. Having lost 2 games against the US and arch-rival India, the Babar Azam-led side needed to beat Canada to have a chance to enter the Super 8 phase. But even now, Pakistan would need the results of certain other matches to go its way in order for it to advance in the tournament. Unbeaten in the tournament so far, Australia registered its 3rd successive win, beating Namibia by 9 wickets to qualify for the Super 8s. Travis Head and Mitchell Marsh were unbeaten in the middle, chasing down the target of 73 runs in just 6 overs. Adam Zampa was named the player of the match for his 4 for 12. For Namibia, Gerard Erasmus top scored for Namibia with a 36-run knock as the team was bowled out for 72. Still to come on DD India Sports Buzz. India goes down to Qatar, loses a chance to achieve a historic 3rd round qualification for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. And Erik Ten Hag will remain as Manchester United manager. Negotiations over a new contract for the Dutchman have already begun.
Voice of a rising aspirational world. Stories of challenges, struggles and accomplishment. A world battling conflict, hunger and poverty. Embracing growth, development, science and technology. A voice of progress, a voice of unity. Watch Voice of the Global South with me, Akshay Dongre, only on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching DD India Sports Buzz. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. And now to all the news from the footballing world. A chance to achieve a historic third round qualification for the 2026 FIFA World Cup for Indian football was denied after it went down 1-2 in Doha on Tuesday. A controversial goal and the quality of an understrength Qatar robbed India of a rare high after having subjected itself to repeated low points over the last few months. After a demoralizing draw against Kuwait in what was Sunil Chhetri's last game for India last week, Igor Stimacz's side put an inspired performance, but it wasn't enough as what looked like a wrongly awarded goal hurt India. Though the Indian players requested the referee to reconsider his decision, the linesman, the referee and the match officials remained steady on their decision to give Qatar the goal. The Indian players had completely stopped playing as the ball was visibly out of play. Despite protests from the Indian players, the match officials refused to hear them. South Korean referee Kim Woo-sung consulted with the lineman and stayed with his initial decision. The second round matches of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers don't have the video assistant referee or the VAR system. The VAR is a technology-aided officiating system intended to assist the on-field referees in a football match. Now, in the end, it didn't matter what happened in the other match between Afghanistan and Kuwait, as India couldn't live by its fate to finish second in Group A behind Qatar, and as a result will not progress further. Erik Ten Hag is said to remain as coach of Manchester United after a performance review of the Dutchman carried out by the Premier League club on Tuesday. Rumours swirled regarding the future of Ten Hag after a poor second season in the hot seat at Old Trafford with a lowly 8th-placed finish in the league and group stage Champions League exit. But the 54-year-old coach did oversee an impressive 2-1 FA Cup final win against local rival Manchester City in May to boost his chances of keeping his job. With Ten Hag's contract set to expire in Manchester next summer, negotiations over a contract extension have reportedly begun between the two parties. To tennis now, Britain's Andy Murray may opt out of the Paris Olympics if he is not selected to play in the doubles tournament. The three-time Grand Slam winner and two-time Olympic champion is eligible to compete in the singles at the Games, but Murray could miss out on the doubles at Paris, with Britain set to send Joe Salisbury and Neil Shkupski instead. The tennis tournament at the Olympics will take place at Roland Garros from 27th of July to the 4th of August. And India's top-ranked tennis player Sumit Nagal has reached the pre-quarterfinals of the ATP 125 Perugia Challenger with a straight-set win over Nerman Thatic of Bosnia in the Italian city of Perugia. The sixth-seeded Indian secured a 7-6, 6-2 win in 1 hour and 52 minutes. There was little to separate the two players in the first set, but Nagal managed to edge out Thatic in the tie-break. In the second set, Nagal dominated his Bosnian rival. Nagal will take on local player Alessandro Giannesi in the next match. The win has elevated Nagal 4 spots to a new career high of 73 in the ATP rankings. And before we close, a bridge at Frankfurt in Germany was lit up on Tuesday as the city performed a light show rehearsal ahead of Euro 2024. The dazzling display turned the bridge into a radiant spectacle showcasing intricate patterns and vibrant colors. And that's a wrap on this edition of DD India Sports Buzz. For those of you on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates on the DD India mobile app. The app is available on both Android and iOS platforms. You can scan the QR code on the screen to download it. Let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. You can connect with us on Facebook, X and Instagram. You can also check out our website ddindia.co.in. We'll be back with more news as it breaks here on DD India. I'm Ramesh Ramachandran. All of us here in New Delhi. Thanks for watching DD India Sports Buzz.